Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick video to break down how Google Ads match types work and how you can effectively use them in your campaigns to get the best results. I work with so many businesses that don't really have a clear keyword strategy or match type strategy in their campaigns that is costing them thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. So this video should really give you a clear guide on how to effectively use match types and when to use each individual match type. Now, Google has 3 individual match types that you can use. The first is broad match, the second is phrase match, and the last is exact match. Now, depending on which match type you actually use in your campaigns or your ad groups, is going to give Google varying degrees of control over what types of search terms your ads can show for. So it's really important that you pick the right match type, depending on your strategy or your outcome for your individual campaigns. So starting with broad match, this is the default match type Google Ads have when you are setting up a campaign and you are at the keyword level. Now, the way broad match works is that you are effectively giving Google permission to show your ads for any search term generally related to the keyword you're bidding on. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's just say you're bidding on the keyword organic dog food. Google could very easily show your ads for searches such as best nutrition for dogs or what are the best foods for dogs this age, for example. Now you can see how Google can very easily stray from the original intention of the keyword you're bidding on. And then as a result, this is pretty much an easy way to waste a lot of ad spend and to not actually achieve the conversion goals that you are trying to with your campaigns. Now, if you are going to use broad match, there are 2 suggestions I would suggest you do. The first is making sure you have a really strong negative keyword list. That's going to add an element of control to what Google can and cannot show your keywords for. And it will effectively steer your ads or steer your campaigns in the right direction. So you're not showing for just anything. The second is combining this with a smart bidding strategy. I would have suggested combining broad match with manual CPC. Again, it's just not going to be effective enough or powerful enough for the Google algorithm. What you want to do is combine it with a smart bidding strategy so Google has more data points to work with within its algorithm to actually try identify and map that individual keyword to the most relevant search. Now, just to wrap up on broad match keywords, I would not suggest using this for a brand new Google Ads account. The reason being is because it is just too broad. You're giving Google license to show for pretty much anything. And you can really waste a lot of money and, really blow an ad account quite easily. So what I'm going to do quickly is just show you how to set up broad match keywords in your ad account if you do want to run this particular match type. Okay, so all you need to do is go into your campaign and go down to the keyword level and hit the plus button so you can add more keywords. And let's just say in this case, we wanted to add dog food as our keyword. All you need to do is type in dog food. And you don't need to add any annotations around those particular keywords because this is broad match. Broad match has no annotations. So now moving on to phrase match, which is the second match type that Google Ads has. This is more of a middle ground between broad match and exact match. And the way phrase match works is that Google can only trigger your ad if the text of that keyword is within a Google search. So let's take our example of organic dog food, right? If we're using phrase match, Google will show our ad when someone searches for buy organic dog food. However, if somebody searches for dog food, Google won't trigger the ad because it didn't include the word organic in it. So you can see here how phrase match gives you much more control over your keyword targeting, and it can also be a lot more effective for bottom of funnel campaigns where you're actually trying to drive purchases or get high quality leads. Now, the way phrase match works is by using the quotation marks annotation, which I'm going to show you now. So if we jump straight back into our Google Ads account, the way how you would use phrase match is simply by adding in quotation marks and then your keyword and then close quotation marks. Now, what this is going to tell Google is that you want to use phrase match as your match type targeting, and then it will adjust as so. Now, one of the huge advantages of using phrase match is that it gives you much more control over your keyword targeting versus something like broad match. What phrase match is also very good for is for something called keyword mining. Now, this is going to allow you to discover new, highly relevant keywords for your search terms report, which you can then add into your account to then build out your targeting and actually have a more sophisticated and complex account. So the third and last match type Google has is called exact match. Now, the way exact match works is that your ad should only show for the exact keyword you are targeting. So for example, if we are using organic dog food with an exact match type, we should only show for organic dog food, not buy organic dog food, not best organic dog food, not any misspellings. We should only show for that. Now, that being said, in recent years, Google have loosened the flexibility of exact match, meaning they do allow for things like typos or very closely related searches, so like plurals, right? So best dog foods could show up on exact match. But by and large, exact match is going to be your go-to if you only want to show for that exact keyword you're targeting and nothing else around that. Now, exact match also has its own annotation, which are these bracket 10. So for example, if we wanted to target organic dog food using exact match, all we'd have to do is wrap our keyword in this specific annotation, as you can see here. Now, what that means is you're telling Google, I want to only target this keyword with exact match targeting, so it's not going to show you for a broad range of searches at all. Now, the biggest advantage of exact match is that it is highly specific keyword targeting. When you are using this, you're not giving Google a lot of flexibility to show for anything else in your search terms. This is really good when you have very high quality keywords and you don't want any fluff, you don't want any miscellaneous searches around that. You just want to target those specific keywords and you only want Google to focus on that. Now, exact match does have its disadvantages. One of the main ones being is that your cost per clicks can go up. And because exact match targeting is so strict, what you'll find is that Google tends to charge you a lot more because you are targeting a much higher quality version of traffic. So that's one thing to bear in mind, and you should make sure you have the budget to sustain exact match keywords if that's what you are going to do as part of your strategy. So when I'm building campaigns, I like to structure my high intent keywords using exact match, because that way I'm able to target a very specific set of traffic, which I know is going to drive me conversions, whether that's purchases or leads. What I like to do with more middle of funnel or even top of funnel keywords is structure those into phrase match, because I'm able to capture a broader range of searches, which I can then tailor through negative keyword lists to be more accurate and more well-defined. Now, in regards to broad match, I do use this match type sometimes under very specific circumstances. So for example, when I'm working with clients that are spending over $10,000 a month, they have a lot of conversion data, then I do feel confident using broad match. The reason being is because Google's algorithm has enough data points and they're also spending enough where broad match does make sense. What I can do from there is further optimize the campaigns around those specific match types to make sure we don't stray too far and we are actually getting the results that we need. So I hope that was really helpful, guys. Any questions, do let me know, and thank you very much.